Hi everyone, this is Raja. In this podcasting, we're gonna talk about the average time to get a job in Canada, especially in IT related. Since we are targeting only IT related jobs, we will be talking about average time to get a job in Canada, number one, and how to change your resume to adapt to the Canadian resume model. So every country have a little bit different model comparing the generic one. So Canada has something like that, and you cannot find these things in like normal schools like Humber or Seneca because they have the generic resumes which may not be applicable for IT jobs. So let's go back to that. Let's say the first time when you are in Canada, like when if you come to Canada as a new immigrant, first of all, welcome to Canada. Like Canadian has this one simple rule, especially Toronto. When you land in Toronto, when you live in Toronto for one day, you are a Torontonian, which is like they don't discriminate you for any of the reasons. It's not exactly official word, but it is adapted by people of Torontonian. All the Torontonian they just accept this kind of rule. Even one immigrant mentioned it very clearly, and they made an advertisement on top of that. Actually, that's a great understanding by Toronto people. Toronto people really awesome. They welcome everyone. They just like understand different culture. They're happy to welcome you, and then they're happy to learn things from you, especially food and travel. They are really into that. If you want to talk to Canadian, talk about two things: food, travel. They talk for like hours and hours. They talk in length in terms of food and travel. So if you have like a travel tips or like any food related tips, just talk to them. That they'll be happy to support you as well. So let's go back to the average time to get a job in Canada in IT. I'm gonna talk about only in IT. In IT, you can get a job within 3 months. The average time. This is our personal observation since 2013. Before 2013, there was like a little bit different situation, but after 2013, things have changed. I personally did a research on like IT jobs because I was just looking at the IT related supporting that I was helping my friends as well. I also helped like a lot of immigrants who came to Canada and then just offer some tips. Like also I learned from them as well. So based on my research, it is taking like 3 months to get a job in Canada as an average. And let's say the worst case scenario, you will get a job in 6 to 8 months. If you don't get a job, just let me know. You can just email me, then I'll help you out. The number one thing I do, I try to help all the new immigrants who came to Canada. They're just struggling to get a job, especially if you're in IT. Just if you don't get a job, let's say for 6 months, just let me know. I can help you out. And why 3 months? It's like sometimes you try to understand the local situation, number one. Number two, like try to change your resume. Most of the immigrants, they are reluctant to change the resume, thinking that their old resume is enough to go through that regular process in Canada, but it is not, number one. Number two, it's not very like a big thing to change it. You don't need to change upside down, but you just need to do like a little bit of like a bits and pieces. As long as you do these things, you'll be okay in here. And the second thing about Canadian IT jobs, like most of the schools here, including Humber, Seneca, like all these schools, they teach you to create a one-page resume, which is not right. Even when I was in 2011 at Humber, the schools they said in the career center they said you need to have one-page resume. Then I said I have experience back home. I have to put 3 pages resume. They said very clearly, no, it's a Canadian thingy. Then I said, okay, that's one. Since you say, I will do that. Then I sent my first resume to one of the employer. The employer got back to me with a reply. This is not enough. We need more information. Don't you have a 2 to 2.5 pages resume? He replied me probably within 30 minutes. I got really shocked by seeing such an email. Then I did like a lot of Google and did a research that I figured out no, it is not one page resume when you're looking for an IT job. Yes, it is one page resume when you're looking for like a Tim Hortons or like any other like a Hudson's Bay, anything, whatever is not IT. But when you're looking for IT related jobs, you need to have minimum 2 pages, maximum 3 pages, not more than that. And let's say you have like a 30 years of experience in IT, but if you put like 5 pages of a resume, people they are not interested. Sometimes the employers are okay with 4 pages resume, more than 4.5. Like sometimes the 4.5. If it is 5 pages resume, employer will be thinking that you don't know how to summarize your experience. They don't want you. So these things are a team observation. I do have some volunteer team who can help me out on this, like a early level of Canadian IT jobs. If you want to know more information about Canadian immigration, Canadian IT, and the Canadian lifestyle, just let us know by email or as like in commenters on our podcasting, any like audio videos. Thanks a lot for your time listening to our podcasting, and enjoy the rest of the day. Take care.